Hey girl, hey, it's Nita and welcome to another episode of Vlogmas. So on this channel, we focus on fashion, beauty, lifestyle, motherhood, and everything in between. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and share this video or this channel to a friend that you think would enjoy those topics as well. So today we have an updated makeup routine video. You guys have been hyping your girl up in the comments saying not only that you love the new do, but you are loving my makeup. And I have changed a few things recently since I've last done a makeup routine on the channel, which has been, I feel like, over a year. It's been a minute and your girl's a little rusty on the makeup. So as far as tutorials, so give me a little grace, but I hope that you guys enjoyed today's Vlogmas episode. I will have everything that I share with you guys in the description box down below, from the brushes that I use, the makeup products. If I don't share the exact name, it will all be in the description box below. Also, the top that I'm wearing today, I got from Express last year, so I'm sure it's not available, but I will do my best to link something similar if I can. Now, without further ado, let's hop into the makeup look. All right, so we are all up close and personal. Y'all all up in my business and my pores, okay? Now, I need to get my brows done, so you'll see a little hair there, a little hair here. I meant to get it threaded before I did this video, but I forgot, so we're gonna push through. Now, I'm going to start off by priming my face. I have oily skin. Right now, it's actually acting more like combination skin because I've been using some Curology, and my skin is just going through this phase of, I don't even know what it's going through. Anyhow, I'm using the Milk Mattifying Primer. I'm gonna concentrate it on my cheeks because that's where I get the most oily, on my cheeks, my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. Rub that in there. And you can see it kind of already took some of the shine off of my face. All right, so we are all up close and personal. I have my rollers in my hair to kind of preserve the bang, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start with my brows, and I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I'm using the shade number 5. Now, I did get my eyebrows micro bladed, micro shaded, whatever it's called, it's been like 3 years, and this is, you know, what it's looking like these days. It's still very much there, but I don't really have to do too much when it comes to my brows. So I just kind of lightly fill them in, and I'm more so feeling the tail and the head of the brow, like so. So like I said, I don't really do a whole lot to my brows, but just enough to make them a little bit more perfect. Also, quick tip, our brows are cousins. I'm sorry, are they cousins or are they sisters? Our brows are sisters, not twins. Sometimes they act like cousins, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to get on the same page. But the goal is for them to look like sisters, not twins. Like they're in the same family, but you know. So that's literally all I do to fill in my brows. Like I said, I don't do much at all. And then I just kind of soften the beginning of the brow like a so with the end of that same brow pencil. I just do that. And then I take my concealer and clean it up. So I go underneath my brows with 1 or 2 concealers, just depending on how I feel that day. I'm either using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Walnut, or I'm using my One Size Beauty Concealer in the shade, girl, I cannot see. I think this is dark 3. Yeah, it's dark 3. So this one's a little bit lighter than this one. So I think I'm gonna go ahead with the One Size Beauty Concealer and pop that under the brow. And I just use the applicator that it came with to do that. This brow, you can really see them hairs. Oh my gosh. It's okay. We're gonna make it do what it do. And then I just go ahead and kind of drag that down because I'm gonna go ahead and conceal the entire eye, kind of to make it all look one shade. All right, so this is what we're looking like. Okay, so I feel like the lighting is making this concealer look a lot lighter than what it actually is, but all right, so brows are done. I don't really go and carve out the top because I just don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my face. I do my face first always, and then also I do my face first always. Also, I've been doing a little bit of a different technique with my foundation. I think I saw this on TikTok. They were saying that it looks better than layering all the product, and you'll see what I'm talking about as we go through the tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my concealer, and now I'm going to use my NARS concealer because it's a little bit deeper than the One Size Beauty concealer, and I like the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and then I also highlight right there. Now I don't highlight my forehead because I feel like when I highlight my forehead and my chin, it makes my entire face look brighter than like my chest, and my whole goal is for my face to match my chest, because most of us brown skin beauties, we are, you know, quite a few different shades. I know my hands are darker than my entire body, so like I just try to make my face match my chest. And I feel like if they match, then it's all good. And then I'm going over there with the One Size Beauty because it is a little bit lighter as far as the color is concerned. And I just like the way they look together. So now that we have our concealer on, next up I'm gonna go in with my contour stick. And I'm using the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Espresso. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Espresso. And I'm gonna put that here on my cheeks. And I like to put it above where I want the contour to be. I find that the lower you place the contour, it just looks better when I place the contour up higher on my face because it gives it more of a slimming effect. When I put it lower, it just doesn't do anything for my face shape, in my opinion. So I go ahead and apply that on probably like my jawline, on my cheekbones, kind of like here. And I apply it a little bit here. I take it around the hairline, and then I go down the sides of my nose. And I do like for my nose contour to come up into the brows. I just think it looks better that way, okay? So I know right now you're looking like, girl, what in the heck are you doing? It's gonna all come together, sis, I promise you. So the last step is to use your foundation and blend it all out. Lately, I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation, and I am using the shade number 15. And I'm just gonna add a couple of pumps to my hand, like 2 pumps, and it's really like too much. This stuff is very full coverage, which I love a full coverage foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. If I'm looking over here, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm not looking directly. I'm looking into the monitor to see if how everything's looking. And right now I'm looking real crazy, but we're gonna pull it together. So I'm gonna take the butt of my sponge here and grab some of that foundation, and then we're just gonna go ahead and blend everything out. So the first thing I'll do is go into the portions of my face that have nothing on it and apply my foundation there. And then I just kind of go over the areas that have the contour, like my chin. I'm gonna go like in between that area, and then I'm gonna go on my forehead. And I think I told you guys I don't highlight my forehead because I feel like it makes my face look lighter than I want it to look. I like my melanin, and I like for my skin to look, I like for there to be dimension highs and lows, but I don't like to look lighter than I am. So it's important for me to try to preserve my color, you know. So once I've kind of gone into those areas in the middle, next I'm gonna go ahead and blend everything out. So I start with my contour and just kind of roll it up. And if you're a beginner, I know you might be like, girl, there's just like a lot going on. I promise you it's not. Like, I don't know how long this tutorial's been going. It doesn't seem like it's been going that long, but I can literally do all of this in like 10 minutes. So once you know what you're doing, you know your own face, you know the colors and all of that, it literally takes no time to do this. And I'm just blending in a patting motion. And as you can see, it really doesn't even take a lot to really blend that in. And then once that's blended in, the last thing I blend is my concealer. And then I actually blend that either with this side of the sponge, or my favorite way to blend is actually a brush. This is from Real Techniques. I did use it the other day. And this is the contour brush. It came in a set, I'll link it down below, but it's just a small brush like this. And I actually like to use that to blend out my concealer. All right, then I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of blend out this concealer down the bridge of my nose, and that's very easy. I just take the tip of the brush and blend it like so. You can see that was like super easy. Then to finish off the rest, I'm gonna take the same butt of that beauty blender, and I'm just gonna go over the edges of my highlight just to make sure everything looks nice and seamless. And then I'm gonna take the butt again and squeeze it like so and blend my contour down the sides of my nose. Y'all, Jordan is over here doing giveaway boxes and she is trying to be so quiet. She's trying to be, it's fine. If y'all hear tape or something in the background, she's getting together y'all's giveaway box. I was like, what is she over there? Thank you. But yeah. But if y'all hear background, it's just Jordan getting y'all giveaway boxes together, which I don't know if the giveaway is going live by the time you guys see this, but we're doing a 70K giveaway and we're giving away a bunch of things throughout the month of December. So stay tuned and follow me on Instagram, because I think the giveaway she's prepping now is the one we did today. And we just did random giveaways for people who have commented on some recent posts. So yeah, follow me on Instagram at the nitadanielle. So, but yeah, if y'all hear background, it's just Jordan getting giveaway boxes together. Just disregard. So now that I've blended my nose, I go back in with this small brush and I just go over everything here and make sure that it looks nice and seamless. I didn't put anything else on the brush. I'm just making sure. And yeah. That's how we're looking so far, which I know it probably still looks a little crazy, but again, it's gonna all come together. Y'all been seeing it, okay? Y'all been seeing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and set everything. So I set my highlighted areas with my Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. And I'm just taking another little small beauty blender. I actually got this one from Target. It's so cute. I love the, if it'll focus. There we go. I love the marble. And just gonna take that and put it under the eye. And the premise or the point is to make sure we just kind of pressing it into the skin. I don't really do a lot of baking per se, even though I'm oily. I just don't. I do my best just to pack it into my skin in the areas that I want it to be. So I put it under my eyes. I put it here because of my laugh lines or my smile lines, above my lip because that's where I highlight it, and then here down the bridge of my nose. And then I'll also take some and put it here on my eyelids and under my brow bone because that's where I also use a lighter concealer. So to set the remainder of my face, I'm using, again, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'm using the shade Deep in this one. It's the darkest one they carry, and of course it's not picking up, and I just wasted a bunch on this table, so I'll link it down below along with everything else I'm using. It'll be in the description box, but let me find a brush. Or actually, no, I'm gonna take this other beauty blender I've been using for my face, but I'm gonna take the top portion and dip that in, and then I am going to press that into the rest of my face. Now I know I'm looking real like Casper the Friendly Ghost-ish right now, but again, it's gonna all come together. But because I am so oily, I find that by using translucent or like pressed powders, not pressed powders, I find that by using these type of powders, I get better wear out of my makeup before it gets like crazy oily. And as you can see, I'm just like literally pressing it in. You gotta press it in to lock in that cream or liquid or whatever you used. And go down the sides of my nose, and we're all set. I wasted a lot of this stuff on this table, like, oh my goodness. All right, so now that everything's all set and we are extremely matte, I'm gonna go in with just a brush, a random regular brush, and just kind of dust off some of the excess underneath my eyes, on top of my eyes. And next I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my bronzer or my contour shade, and I'm using the Mented Beauty Yacht Life bronzer. I think I shared this with you guys. This is an oldie but a goodie for me. I feel like I've shared this if you've watched any of my older makeup tutorials. I've been using this for a while, and it is a beautiful reddish brown. I also like the Fenty bronzer in the shade, I can't think of the name. The only thing about that one, the Fenty one, I found that it was like super red. So I like this one a little bit better. But this one's red too, but just not as red as the one from Fenty. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in the same area on my cheeks where I applied my contour. Take it around my hairline. And then I'm gonna take it down the sides of my nose, the same place that I did that cream contour. Like I told you guys, I like to start where my brow is and trace it down. And then most times I'll use that same shade and that same brush and just go ahead and put that on my eyelids. And as you can see, it just gives a nice little flush of color. And then I'm gonna take another brush, just a smaller brush. And again, I will link the brushes that I'm using down below. The majority of the brushes I'm using are either Real Techniques brush or like this one. This is a set that I got from Amazon. It's a full set of brushes that are like $40, but it's a set of literally any and every brush you'll need for your face, aside from that one from Real Techniques that's not included. And the brand is Just Soup, I guess. But Amazon, I'll link it down below. Very affordable, and they're nice brushes. But I'm gonna take, it's just a very small domed brush. Pop that into that bronzer and put that underneath my eye there. Next, I am going to put on my favorite part of makeup, and that's blush. I love blush. And you should already know what color blush I'm using. If you're an OG here, leave a comment down below and let me know if you know what color blush I'm using. Do you know? Orange. You can see it on my brush there, but I'm using this orange blush. This one's from Beauty Bakery, and it's in the shade, girl, y'all know I can't see. What they say? Sun, what? Freshly baked? Okay. I said sun. I was all the way wrong. Freshly baked. I really need to get some glasses, y'all. I really do. One day, but not today. So I'm using Freshly Baked, and how I apply the blush is I smile and put it on the apples of the cheek. So I look like my baby when I smile. Maybe not, but I love blush. I feel like you can never have, well, I don't say that. You can have too much blush, but you know, in my world, you can't really have too much blush, you know? Just looks so pretty. You feel like you put too much blush sometimes, or maybe if you're newer to blush and you're like, girl, you know, girl, I did the most, or I'm not used to seeing so much. All you do is take your whatever brush you used with your powder foundation or whatever you use to set your face. You know, I used my sponge, but I would just take like a fluffy brush like this. This is another brush from that Amazon set, and you would put some of your face powder and literally just kind of go over it to kind of tone it down. If you ever put too much blush, if you're scared of trying it, that's how you fix it. Take your powder, take a puff brush, and just kind of go over that area. But yeah. All right, so for setting spray, I either use the Morphe setting spray or I use the One Size Beauty, and I'm using One Size Beauty today. This is their On Till Dawn mattifying setting spray, and this stuff works. Oh, I use a lot, okay? But going to go ahead and pop that on, and then we need to finish out these eyes so I can stop looking like a naked mole rat. That's how I feel when I don't have on lashes and liner, okay? I'm using the Kaja Beauty liner. If you follow me on Instagram, I did a partnership with them talking about their Wink Stamp liner. It's like where you stamp the wing on, but I can't find the other part of it. I always use this. Sometimes I use a stamp, sometimes I don't. I wanted to use it today, but I can't find the other one, so I'm just gonna use the liquid liner portion. Yeah, I suck at liner, but I don't think it looked bad. But yeah, I like the wink stamp because it helps me to not suck at liner so much. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job today. This the best I got with liner, okay? Told y'all I suck at at liner. So I'm gonna line my waterline with the Sephora waterproof eyeliner. So next, another favorite of mine, favorite part of makeup is lashes. And these are, I don't even remember where I got these lashes from. I actually found them in a stash. Cause y'all know for the longest I was wearing lash extensions. So I've been trying to find some of my favorite lashes again. I'm having to rediscover what lashes work. And these are from Arline Beauty. I want to say I got these from Amazon. Alloro Beauty, girl, I don't know. But I want to say I got these from Amazon. I'm pretty sure I did, so I'll link them down below. And this is how they look. It's just a big pack of lashes. And I prefer lashes because of my eye shape and also the bang, okay? When the bang is down, I like lashes that are longer in the center instead of the lashes that are longer on the end. I feel like when they're longer on the end, it makes my eyes droop. And then also I find that the hair like sits on it and that really irritates me. So I like this shape. So I'm gonna pop these on. And I'm gonna do at least one eye in real time so y'all can see just how easy it is to put on lashes. I know a lot of people have a hard time putting on lashes. If I can get them off the pack, that would be great, okay? I know a lot of people have trouble putting on lashes, and I promise, I think practice makes perfect when it comes to applying lashes, but like once you get it down, it will literally take you no time. All right, so here's your in-depth lash tutorial. So I'm gonna take the lash, and what you would typically do is like, you know, kind of measure the lash against your eyeball to see kind of how it fits. I already know it fits normal. The only thing I'm going to do is remove the end tabs of the lash. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's just a little bit of extra tab on the ends of the lash. And I'm just gonna take my scissors and cut that off on both ends. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit on each side. And again, I don't know if this is focusing so y'all can see, but I'm just gonna take a little bit off of the outside and a little bit off of the inside of both lashes. All right, so next I'm gonna take my lash glue, and this is the Grip Bond, something from the Beauty Supply girl. It's just this. Yes, it looks a mess, but such is life. I'm just gonna take that and take the little applicator brush. If it's gonna focus, there we go. Just gonna take the little applicator brush and apply the glue onto the lash like a so. And again, I don't know if it's going to focus so y'all can see, but hopefully it does. So the biggest key to me with putting on lashes, and I think where people kind of mess up, is that you have to let the glue get tacky. If you find yourself putting on your lashes and they're immediately popping back up, the glue is not tacky enough. You'll know it's tacky or dry enough when you actually put the lash down and it stays. If you put the lash down and it keeps popping back up, you need to let the glue dry a little bit longer. So I'm gonna let the glue dry. Also, I like to use lash tweezers because my nails are so long. I just have a hard time applying lashes with my fingers, and then also I feel like when I use my fingers, they are in the way. Like I can't see because my hand is in the way. So I like to use lash tweezers. These are, I don't even know where these are from, but most your local beauty supply I'm sure sells them. I will link one down below from Amazon, and I just like these because I can apply the lash and see what I'm doing, you know, because my hand is not all in the way. So let's get to applying the lashes. All right, so I'm trying to show y'all me putting on the lash and look down here so I can see what I'm doing. But now look at here, lash, don't embarrass me, okay? In front of the world, all right? All right, one lash is on. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the other lash. Alright, so the lashes are on. At least I hope so. I told y'all I need glasses, so even though I'm this close to the camera, I can't see details like that, okay? So whatever details are not right, I'll fix it off camera. So next, I'm gonna take some mascara, and this is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that to my lashes to make sure that they are blending in with the falsies here. And then apply to the lower lash line. Now, I'm not a big stickler for the bottom lashes because when I make them longer, they end up hitting my cheeks. So I do apply a little bit, but I don't really go ham on them for that reason. I just apply like a tiny bit. And sometimes I don't even do that. Girl, yeah. Now, last but certainly not least, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my favorite new lip of all times. And it is 4 products, yes girl. So I'm gonna start off with the Sephora liner. It's a brown liner. I think this is called Pretty Auburn, but I'll link it down below. I'm gonna use that as a liner. And these are matte liquid lipsticks. So what I like to do is just kind of let it dry down a little bit in between layers. These lashes look good though, y'all. I love a good lash. Okay, so next I'm gonna put on Juvia's Place In Vogue lipstick. Now this actually doesn't look bad by itself. Like, you could do this, keep it matte. You could put a gloss over it, but I like to take it a little bit further, and I'm gonna put on another Sephora liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade, I think this is number 26. I can't think of the name, but again, everything will be linked down below. I'm just gonna pop that in the center to kind of lighten it up a little bit. You see what it did? Okay, you see what it did? It's necessary. It's necessary. And then, last but certainly not least, I'm using the Fenty Gloss Bomb in, I don't know. I'll have it. I'll have it linked down below. I cannot see that little bitty writing. Also, if you don't want to purchase Fenty or you're balling on a budget, Sephora makes a version of lip glosses that are very similar to these. I will link that down below as well as an alternative to this one. I'm just gonna put a little bit there, and she's cute. Now let me go get the rest of the look together in 3, 2, 1. Alright babes, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you enjoyed it and if you would like to see more. I have an idea to do a holiday makeup look, but I just want to gauge you guys' interest because I haven't done makeup tutorials on the channel in a while, and I just want to gauge your interest. So let me know in the comments down below if you're feeling it, or if you're like, girl, we good on makeup, show us the fashions and the other things. I'm open to it. I'm gonna give you what you want, okay? If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Instagram at the nitadanielle, TikTok nitadanielle, Pinterest nitadanielle, the blog is nitadanielle.com. And girl, if you haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more like this. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.